Very good evening, friends. In this video, we are going to discuss about another sorting mechanism employed by by programming languages, and this is called the selection sort. So we will be implementing the idea of the selection sort with the help of Java programming language. So you know that arrays are can be arranged. There are different kind of sorting techniques. In the last video, we discussed about the bubble sort. Those who haven't studied the web bubble sort, they can just go and watch our previous video to understand what is bubble sort. In this video, we are going to discuss about the selection sort. Selection sort is a special kind of sorting technique where just a certain according to a pivot point, the position of the element to be searched, and that element according to that criteria, the whole array is arranged in the increasing or in decreasing order. So in this program here I create one uh, linear array and its name is int x. With the constructor I'll pass another array element a, and with the help of the x will be initialized, and the size of x is 10. Now I create two functions, one for bubble sort and other for showing, means one for selection sort and other for showing or displaying the element after sorting. So now here I need certain variables like some loop variables ij, some posi position and temporary and then small. So it behaves like the whole idea of the insertion sort is based on the technique that in the form of it requires a single array to work, and in this technique we have to find a small element, smallest key. The smallest key element is first searched, and then according to that the pivot is changing its position, and then we just keep on changing the pivot, and in the exchange we keep on sorting the arrays. So now here I declare some variables like small, temp, posi for the position of that small element, and then I run another loop from loop inside loop, because in one loop you can never arrange these elements. So it just like in the data structure Java you will study about complexity of algorithms, the space-time complexity, and the you can say the time-bound complexities, things like the comparison. Space-time is called big notation, big O graph. Also this studies. Now here j equal to 0 and should be j less than or equal to x length 1 less. So in the array also you come across situation when the searching is beyond the array, then it causes error, and that's called as array out of bound index error. So this is in the later videos we'll talk about the try and catch statements, but right now it is we'll just try to go away with that, and we'll try to reduce the chances of error. So j equals j I plus 1 and then j less than or equal to x length. It just be one more length, because since arrays are always beginning from size is 10 and they go from the 0 to 9, and since the first element we have already assumed that it is a small element, the first element small is x, j means the first element is, so we have to run loop one more less. Sometimes it's -2 is put in the length size so that we can just overcome this idea of creating the selection, because otherwise array out of bound index will happen. And here just I have one temporary variable that will store the element, like the if I find, because we have assumed the first element is the smallest element, so if we find inside the array any other element which is smaller than the assumed element, then the swapping needs to be done, and the position of the new small element is also considered, and based on that the whole loop is started again, and the swapping. So this keeps on happening till you reach to the situation where the whole array is properly sorted. This is very efficient algorithm, and I think to just understand its mathematical nature, I need the help of some explanation like the Blackboard or something, PowerPoint kind of, because in this I just written the code and I feel like explaining, but anyway, just look into the code, and in the next video I'll just, if you just find it difficult to understand, then in the comment section just write, then we'll uh, give the mathematical narrative of this selection sort. Now this one is for showing the after sorting, this has to be shown. So now it is done. Oh my god, 3 errors are there. Oh, so here the I is, because that I was for that uh, local variable of that one, so here I have to make int I, and then there also I need to make j less than x. This is, there is no array a, so it should be x, and j less than length plus 1. So one more error will be there. So I think some errors are called as runtime error, they are called the logical error. So while running only you come to understand whether they are fatal or not, otherwise they just syntactically they are not wrong, but logically they are wrong. It's called runtime error. The errors are also of two types: compile time error and runtime error. So now object is created means there is no syntactical error, but if now see error is coming, array out of bound exception, and here xj, so I need to change the size because perhaps we are going beyond the boundary of the array, so I need to make it a little shorter, so better make it 2, and yes, here it should be 2, I guess. Why 2? There's always a pressure on creating good videos in a small interval of time, and there certain mistakes start happening because we dynamically we create the program, we do not copy it from here and there, we just try to write the code, so dynamically just some errors may happen. Now the result is coming, but it's showing array out of bound index. So let's see if I make it 2, then what happens. Because it is not syntactical errors, see the compilation, the object is created, it means there is no syntactical error, and here also I have to enter the 10 elements, I have to count that. So I'm just trying to see 28029, then how many are there, 1 4, and yeah, I think one more, yes. So it's, let's see, so here it is, yes. Now again there is no syntactical error is created, but yeah, let's see the call the show function to see what happens, because that is important to see the result whether it has been sorted properly or not. So oh, there should be j, yes, one error is, this was fine, -1 was fine, here it was error. Okay, compile time again, see, this is the difficult part. Now no real-time Java applications are executed like you have to pass these values, because Java works in a very different way, and applications files are fed into this. This is no console kind of input, user directly involved in inputting these things. So whether 10 elements, yeah, I think 10 elements are there. So now let's see. Oh, no error. Let's see if we get the result, our job is done. So here it goes, what it is. Now see the outcome. Oh, array out of bound index again. We are, see the 80 90 80. So the selection is done, but array index out of bound index means we are just trying to traversing outside of the defined loop. So again we have to work for that, it should be removed because this is error and the error should be worked on. So now I'll try to see whether inspection will help. No, I'll go into the code and see what I can do where this error is happening, why this is happening, or whether I have entered more elements or something like that. Everything looks very nice, fine. Now where that is also j less than is fine, no problem with that. Everything looks cool. So why error is showing? Should I just make some changes? Where no syntactical error. Let's compile again. Let's try to feed another set of elements into that, whether we can get it done, because there's no syntactical error. The array is just dynamic. Let me clear the screen output window. Let's see. So first again I have to enter 10 elements. Here I have to make mistake. 3 4 5 4 5 6 7 8 9 one more 10. Yeah, it's done. 10 elements I'm entering now. Let's see whether I can get the result this time without any error. Yes, so here sorting is done, but this 12 elements I think is from the previous case, or why this 12 is at the below. Okay, because it is not sorted if it is 12 is at the end of the array. So let me just check it out again. Why 12 is coming? So whether I should make some changes here, because it is one more less. First element has been found, and then the second times the element. This is really the difficult part of, because you're making some errors and you're not able to bug it out in the given time. So now let's see. I didn't do anything, it's just no changes I made. I have to check it out again why this shit is happening. So let's see again. I'm entering 10 elements, 90 this time, starting from 90, 80, 20, 11, 17. How is the 5, 6, 10? It should be 10 because array size is 10. So last time, anyway, forget the last time. Now this time it looks here into one more 100. Yes, now let's see. Yeah, no error. Run, and yes, let me clear the screen again and see whether we are getting the proper order. So yes, now in this condition is sorted. So thank you very much. Just subscribe to our channel and stay healthy. This is it.